postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Michel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. They're running it. It's Michel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first carry now for Alex Collins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is RG3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. He can run for it, and he will.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, Michel. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Griffin. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Breida, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check. Hey, 43.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that in that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Griffin. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Griffin. Open man is Sanu, just like last play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. There's Griffin to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the gun, they run with Michelle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, here's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Michel. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
He's pushed out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Griffin. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. On the ground is Michel. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the Chiefs 21-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Griffin. His throw incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shift their guys first.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down. Here's RG3. He's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist.
They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, let's go. Check the out.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Now it's Griffin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 73 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Dorsett making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, Griffin.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Crouch. Yellow. You got tape.
Here's Breida. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Oh, now Breida loses it.
Come on, fellas. The offense retains possession.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Ripple is.
They run again with Breida. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Off. 44, Mike, 44.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to... Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second down now. Michel, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.